Hello, so in this short video, I'm going to be talking about how to become free from porn addiction. I think for the last 8 or 9 years, I haven't really been very free from this. I have been distracting myself a lot. Maybe that's with video games at one point when I was younger, maybe with going out, seeing friends, partying, drinking alcohol, and just engaging in generally quite bad habits. And then there's also been times where I've been really focused and started to pursue my goals a lot more, especially in the last few years. I've developed some pretty good habits like meditating, going to the gym, staying busy and working really hard and sort of growing and developing in my career, which has been great. And I've learned a load of skills, I've read a load of books and, all of that stuff's been pretty brilliant. But have I actually been truly 100% free from porn and porn addiction? And I don't know, I think at times I probably have. Over these last few years, I have felt really free because I've just stopped thinking about it, to be honest, and that's been amazing. And I've formed some really good friendships and had some really good times. And in those moments, porn obviously goes completely out of my head, and that's great. But then there's also been other times where I've maybe been quite obsessed with trying to quit, and this has been a really big problem, and it's taking up a lot of my focus and attention on how to quit. And what I've realized recently through getting coaching from a woman called Mary Paulus is that quitting porn really is a choice. You can actually look at porn. That is an option for you, and for so long I've been depriving myself of that option. So although I haven't wanted to look at porn, what's gone on simultaneously is that a part of me has also wanted to look at porn. And so there's two things going on. I've wanted to look at porn and I've wanted to not look at porn. And so there's been this battle going on within me, and that's exhausting. That's no way to live. It's really frustrating because you don't want to look at porn, but you do want to look at porn because that's how your brain's been wired through neural pathways that have sort of associated certain cues with certain cravings, and therefore the habit of looking at sexual content when certain feelings or certain external triggers pop up in your life. And so what you really need to learn to accept and understand, in my opinion, is that part of you does want to look at porn, and that's okay. And the reality is you always have the choice. And so I'm not saying go ahead and look. I'm definitely not. I really genuinely wish to live the rest of my life without ever looking at porn again, and I want that for you as well. But at the same time, the option, the choice, the freedom to look at porn is always there. And until you acknowledge this really, deep down, you're not going to be free because you're always going to be deprived. You're always going to be restricted in some way, and that's going to create some sort of inattention, and it's going to make quitting this really, really challenging. You're going to be relying on willpower a lot of the time, and that isn't going to work long term. It may work for a few months, but it's not going to give you the freedom that you really wish, because freedom comes from having choices. And we say people are not free when they're in a prison, because in a prison you ultimately have a lot less choices than when you're out in society and able to do whatever you like. And out in society, there's options for me to, go and take drugs or sleep with prostitutes or gamble loads of money. There's all these options out in society, but I'm free to make those choices. And the same is true with looking at pornography. That option, that choice is always available. It's just about making the right choice day in and day out, making this a regular habit of choosing the right choice, which is a life without porn. And then this just rewires the brain, changes the neural pathways, and eventually you get to a position where you do feel in control of yourself and able to make the right choice again in the future. And that is an amazing, freeing place to be, and it just takes practice. So I hope this video does make sense. I hope it helps you. And if you want any more support or any resources to help you quit porn, then go over to thomasmolyneux.com, where you can find a free training guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.